Quantum field low. What about my quantum boost? You worry about that and I worry about my quantum field. Maybe I should worry about my quantum field. Hopefully I can restock and refill on Bloom. Damn, it's getting close. I'm almost at 0. God, am I gonna make it? I'm probably not gonna make it. Bloom, don't you do this to me, buddy. Don't you do this to me. I'm gonna get stranded. Anyone wants to do some holiday together? Yes, I'd love to, but I don't know how to set up my microphone to talk to you guys. Okay, I'm here. Collect shipment. Hopefully it's daytime where I'm going, because me don't like night times. Alright, I'm just gonna accelerate a little bit because I don't want anybody to exit quantum right on my ass. And then I'm gonna get something to eat. I mean in-game, because I'm at 23% of FE. Thesis. And what is that? BT? Death Stranding? Beach things at 23% too. So let me stand up and grab something to eat because I got a McDonald's here in the back. You know, the other day I made a mistake of locking this door and I couldn't unlock it. It was wonderful. Alright, time to eat. Why do you look like... Wow. You're head over heels. This is food, chocolat. Okay, give me some chocolate. Woman, are you one of those woke people? All right. Wow. Is it over? It's over. Wow, this chocolate is just one bite. Luckily, okay, I got more food for you, lady. You're gonna love it today. I'm very generous today. Whatever bugs you're eating. Okay, wow, I see some stuff that I would not like to try, but you know what? If you're happy, that's the most important thing right now. Put your helmet back on because you're ugly. All right, let's go do some delivery. You know, just finished playing Death Stranding 2. Did a lot of deliveries on food, and now it's time to do a lot of deliveries on my ship, with my ship. Okay. I'm ready to quantum. Don't be night. Please be daytime, cause me don't like nights. Can't see anything. Oh. Wow, that's beautiful. As long as you stay far away.
Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
Alright, hopefully I don't get blown up by the people, because my reps are very low. Wherever I go, my reps are low. My reps so low wherever I go. Playing some Nintendo without all the innuendo. Come on, shields. All right, approaching. Let me turn on my expensive Toby. What's up, Toby? Look at the shading of this planet, man. It's awesome. Can I look at my PP? Ooh, don't even want to see the size of that. Ship's there. Okay, bunch of ships in there. Hopefully they're abandoned ships. A few turrets in there. Hopefully they don't shoot at me. I'm just here for a collect. Don't be mad with me. I'm here to collect and I'm out of here. I know my rep is not really good with you guys, but I'm here just for a collect. Talking to you, Mr. Turret. Okay, shadows, look at that. Look at those God rays. Straight out of PlayStation 3. Ships. I see there are ships in there. Please don't move so I know that you are not gonna attack me. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, approaching your little village. So where's the elevator? Okay, there's one there. Okay, okay, there's one elevator right here. All right, seems like I'm allowed to land on this forsaken planet. All right, I'm landing. Okay, maybe a little further away, like a pro.
Landing complete.
And we've landed. And now we need to survive loading up the cargo. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows if I even brought a... whatever that tool is called. Who knows? Who knows if people are gonna shoot at me? Who knows if there's enough space? There isn't enough space, so who knows? I need to drive this Pisces a little further away. It's just so, it's not a lot of SEUs. Hey Pisces, what's going on, my friend? Only useful to respawn. Alright, so I'm just going to... okay, slowly. I said slowly. No, oops. Okay, I know. Okay. I just need to move you a little bit, okay? Maybe a little more. Okay, and we're good. Landing complete. Now we can load up that cargo. No, that's not what I pressed. No, I'm not sick. Stop making choices for me. I can make my own choices. Alright. And now is the time to see if I got... okay, what's this? Shotgun. This is a Ascension rifle. Okay. Which one do I not need? I don't know, but I need a tractor. Not you, buddy. You first. Because we don't know... you don't know what's looming around here. We might encounter some bad people, who knows? You. Stop blocking my ship. I don't know what you're for. Some Anakin. What the... but I don't need you right now. Where is that goddamn elevator? Oh, it's here. All right, baby. Let's see what you... let's see what do you got for me? Loading contents. All right, I'm gonna load forever. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. Looks like a battery for the orbital laser. Oh, really? Oh, so isn't the orbital laser for at what's the name of that planet? Walla? No. The Tatooine. Star Citizen's Tatooine. Race. Daymar. So let me see. 3, 5, and 7. Okay, so it seems like it gives me way more than I need. So I'll just load up everything. Okay. You guys come with me. You're not staying in this forsaken land. Okay. You too. Not gonna leave anybody behind. We're family. Orbital laser battery. Do you think? Transferring. Is it useful at all for anything? Can I sell it? Or I've never done any of those orbital laser things. Alright, that's a lot of crap. Which one of you is the biggest one? I remember there was one. Okay, come with me. Okay. Now I gotta navigate this labyrinth of boxes. Whoever was here is not a very organized person. That's all I can say. Now I gotta... Please don't touch my Pisces. My Pisces is gonna go crazy. Hathor mission indeed. No idea where they use those elsewhere. Yeah. So it's the Hathor thing, right? I know. Thing is it a little bhakti? No one's shooting at me. I don't understand why nobody's shooting at me, because I got a bad reputation with all the things. Not even sure I got the space to store all this, because my Pisces is there taking up a lot of space. Please don't touch my Pisces, it's gonna go crazy. Okay. It's a lot of boxes for one individual. There's a sniper right there just waiting for the ping to tell him that I'm a foe and he should be shooting at me. Oh no, don't touch my Pisces. I don't think I can carry all this stuff. Somehow. What the hell happened here? How did you get in here? Anyways, you just showed me that I can place you here, so. Okay. So this is a Hathor thing you told me about, right? I don't know if it's useful or useless. Okay, now is a 2 SCU boxes. Star Citizen sometimes can be a haunting game because things start moving. Ooh, don't touch my Pisces, please. Things start just making noise and moving. You're the last one. Come on, box. Don't make it hard for us. Shit. I don't know. Okay, what's happening? I don't know what's happening here. Some boxes just, I don't know. I don't even want to ask. Okay. If I die... Okay, no, if I die, I'll just get stuck because I can't open a door. Boxes are gone. Time to deliver. In fact, the physics system is the best in the world. Everything in this game is best in the world. Don't believe my YouTube persona. What about you, battery? Are you one of those iPhone 17? This is the iPhone 17 Pro battery. Do you blow up? High capacity. Ooh, sounds sexy. And then there was a dude right there. I don't know why he's not shooting at me. I got a bad rap. It's time to leave, you guys. Can't stay here much longer. It was nice meeting you all. And this music is creeping me out. Yeah. Time to deliver. Just finished playing Death Stranding, and now I have to deliver stuff here. Yeah, in fact, best physics in the world. This is a really good looking outpost. I usually rant about the outpost looking cheap. This one's a good looking one.
Shields.
Go, Forest. Fly, baby. So where do I go? Damn, I don't have quantum. I gotta go to whatever is over Bloom. With all this cargo. Should have refueled before I even... Okay. Obituary, okay? No. Patch City? No. What's the name of this station close by? Patch. Obituary. It's not Ruin Station. No. Does Bloom not have a station for refueling? Hey, great summary of Star Citizen. Yeah, man, thanks a lot. I just wanted to put that video out because a lot of people ask me why don't I make the content longer. As you may have realized, I designed a 3D set for in Unreal Engine for Star Citizen Live. It took me a lot of time, and every time I shoot a video against my green screen, I also have to put myself in that 3D environment. I'm not just not putting the environment behind me. I'm actually inside. You can see the shadows on the desk, so that takes a lot of time. So the longer I make the video, the more time I need, and usually I give myself 3 hours to finish all my videos. 3 hours. I just give myself 3 hours to write it, shoot it, and do whatever in Unreal Engine and edit. So 3 minutes took me 3 hours. Yeah, I love that video because I enjoy making those videos, man. Not so much for shitting on CIGs, I just love making fun of stupid things they say. Because they say a lot of stupid stuff. Yeah, Obituary, but somehow Obituary is just too far away. Can I? Yeah, I can go. Yippee. Yeah, I just wanted to make that video very long, but if I'd made that video any longer, I'd still be doing the Unreal Engine part of the video, which is putting myself inside.
Quantum drive.
So it had to go. It had to go 3 minutes. It had to be 3 minutes. But I'm thinking of doing more React videos where I don't have to actually edit anything and write a script. Sounds like I'm a good script writer. I don't need to write a script. But yeah, React videos are coming soon. 20 minutes. And I'm happy you enjoyed.
Quantum drive is now
Stay tuned for more.
Quantum drive is now off.
I love how you can be traveling at 800 meters per second, and then you just switch to SCM, and you don't get thrown. You just the brakes hit on, and you don't get thrown out of the window. Real physics. Okay, Mr. Obituary, this is not the time to crash, okay? You got a lot of cargo, you need to be a responsible delivery man. There's debris everywhere. I'm approaching destination, and the lighting sucks. This lighting is not physically accurate. But it's okay because Nyx is coming. I don't need to deploy my landing gear because I am only here for the sweet feel. Alright, refuel and get out of here because people are gonna start shooting. 4K. You make 4K from the mission and then you spend the 4K on fuel. Beautiful. Actually, I still like Richard Tyler because at the end of the day, he just does what Chris tells him. And Chris just does what the Illuminati tells him. So Chris is, I think his hands are tied. I think everyone's hands are tied in this game. You just can't say what you really think. You need to say what's been agreed upon beforehand. So that's But it really disappointed me because they spent a lot of time showing how Did you see the freaking office? That office is like a finished Star Citizen product. That Orison, if I worked, you know, in that office, me too. I think the game was finished because it looks so much like the game. But then at the end, he had the opportunity to just tell us what's coming, you know, when is base building, all that stuff, but he just wasted a lot of 2-hour presentation, and he wasted it by saying nothing. You know, if you saw the video that I made, he just said nothing. He talked a lot, he didn't say anything, absolutely nothing. He just praised the whole game, just kept praising the game. Look how awesome we are, look, everything is wonderful. I was like, unbelievable, man, unbelievable. Jennifer, thank you. Yeah, I just I like making those kind of structured videos because they get the point across and they trigger a lot of people. They do trigger a lot of people. But yes, it's really what I feel about the game. Obviously, I love this game. This is the best game I've ever played. I will be playing this game. But I just separate my player from the analytical, critical guy on YouTube because somebody's gonna say those stuff. You know, if CIG doesn't say what they can't, you know, man up and say what they've done wrong, they don't even apologize for anything anymore. They just say stuff that, you know, shit is good. So there's gotta be more YouTubers to call them out because they've completely stopped, you know, admitting mistakes. Every time they come on TV and they just say, look how awesome something is, and they don't even care about anything anymore. Yeah, Squadron 42, obviously, you know, separating my YouTube persona, I just want to play that game. You know, we all support Star Citizen, and when we criticize Star Citizen is because we kind of feel frustrated because we love the game. But then Squadron 42, 2 years to polish that thing. And now I hope they're pulling a Nyx kind of mentality with Squadron 42 where they don't say anything and then bam, it's ready, it's coming. Because if that's not the case, then it's not coming. But you know, judging by the fact that Nyx is bare bones, and you know, Nyx is not bare bones because bare bones would be planets would be there. there would not be nothing to do on those planets. But Nyx is not even bare bones. It's just Levski. So last year when they showed it, it was just like that, and now still the same. So a whole year, and look at what they've done. Nothing on Nyx. How can I trust them to tell me that Squadron is coming with so many problems? Squadron has so many problems. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating because at this point I don't care about Squadron anymore. I just want them to release the systems, make the game good. I don't know, whatever that means. Yes, I hope they have things figured out, you know, just like Nyx. It was a surprise. Nothing about Nyx, and then boom, it's coming. I do hope that that's what's going on. And the Vandal, like I said in the video, there's no Vandal. You can buy a Vandal ship right now and fly it. Doesn't make it a Vandal. I really hope, you know, for the betterment of the game, that there is some Vandal thing to, you know, coming. I'm very hopeful for Nyx because I'm the kind of guy who gets tired of patches a few weeks after they drop them because the excitement just fades. I hope Nyx gets me excited because for me now, all we gotta do is wait a couple of months to start getting the Genesis, and I just hope that Nyx can keep me like blind from the other problems for a couple of months, and then when I start getting sick of Nyx, and then they release something amazing again, the Genesis thing. I really wish they just dropped the Nyx Planet 1, right? Nyx 1. However it is, man. I don't care about that Genesis thing. I really want Nyx to have something else. So how does it work? You fly into Nyx and there's just one place to go? Really? You just get out of the wormhole thingy and there's just one place you can quantum travel to? That really sucks, man. That really sucks. I hope it's not like that.
Landing gear deployed.
You fly there and get that out of the jump point and there's just one quantum marker. That would really suck. Very frustrating.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Yes, I'm really excited about Nyx, but I just hope that when I get out of that jump hole, I see more than just one quantum marker. And I don't mean asteroids. I'm just sick of playing asteroids, man. Yeah. Because another thing is I just hope Nyx is not a Grimhex, because the way I saw, yeah, it's there's a borehole and everything they said, but we know from CitizenCom 2020, why is there whatever is in there? Okay. CitizenCom 2021, the way they showed Pyro is not the way it is. If you go to Bloom right now, it doesn't feel like that. So Levski is probably not going to feel the same, all that atmosphere, you know, activity. So if it doesn't feel like that, then it's going to probably feel like Grimhex, and then I just hope they're clearly differentiated. So where am I now? Keep saying Lagrange point. Bro, give me specifics. What? CitizenCon feels like full of Jared dad jokes. Yes, yes, I love Jared. I love that man. That's my alpha male right there. But when he needs to shut up and stop talking about game development because he's not a dev. Hi there, discovered your channel recently and I want to say that it's the most well-spoken. Wow, that means a lot in articulated criticism I've ever heard. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It's really good to hear that because, you know, my channel is new. And if you make that kind of content, you get hated on a lot. And I really appreciate it. I try to reply to all comments because, yeah, just want to have fun and provide content that people laugh at when they watch. That's the most important thing. Because when I'm recording those videos, I'm laughing too. And as long as people are laughing along, that's a job done. So okay. Something is not right. Okay, this is not a delivery. Is this a delivery point? But yeah, Rob, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Really, really important to hear some positive feedback. Yeah, Jared right now, I love his jokes, but you know, as long as they're delivering, I don't mind Jared telling me the dad jokes all day, man. I'll laugh at all of them as long as I'm seeing base building. But when you're like dying of cancer and someone is just telling you jokes by your bedside, you just want that person to shut up. Okay, I might have to abandon this mission because I don't understand what's going on here. So I got this. Collect blah blah blah. Okay, I collected everything. Okay, now I understand. Lagrange point of Pyro 5. Rat's nest. I think I'm in the right place. I'm just gonna have to deliver everything. Yes, just deliver everything because I don't understand what's happening anymore. Alright guys, time to deliver. Unlike CIG, I'm delivering. You go right in there because you're small. And you, Mr. Also small, you go right in there. Not so small guy. You go in the middle. You're hydrogen. And you, sir, you go right in there with your brother. You're the smaller one. Yeah, Ronald McDonald. He's just trying to save the awkward everything, every event they make. You know, I'm always enjoying Jared as long as he's not telling us why things are taking that long, because every time we have an Inside Star Citizen and he's just asking funny questions and talking to the devs, I enjoy that part. But the moment he starts saying, explaining why things happen, I just feel like, man, you're just a secretary. You're not a dev, dude. Oops. Just don't tell me why flight model is late. You don't know. You're not a flight model guy. Just keep, you know, asking the real questions to the devs. We want the devs to answer. At this point, Jared is the most important person in the whole company because there's, you know, shit is so bad right now that Jared is the only medium of communication right now because Spectrum is always on fire. Yeah, I love Jared. I just don't want him to give like dev talk, like why things are happening in a certain way. He doesn't know. He just gets a script and people tell him to say stuff. It's not like he knows why shading is bad and the textures are bad and The thing is, the time for Jared to just keep making those jokes is over because everyone's just sick of the problems with the games. In a perfect world where Squadron had a release date, where Nix and other systems, the mechanics of the game were progressing well. In that perfect world, I just listened to Jared talk all day, man. Whatever he wanted. He could come to my house and just start making those jokes and sing me lullaby. But not at this point. At this point, you shouldn't be talking so much about technical things. He's not a technical guy. Unless he is, because I don't know. For me, my introduction to Jared was the funny guy. Been a backer since 2015 and I've spent over 6K. Wow. Yeah, back in 2015, I wasn't even playing back then, but I started playing in 2019, and I love that game. I kind of have like some kind of nostalgia, even though at that time game was even more broken than now. I don't know what happened. I just delivered, man. Yeah. 2015 must have been good times. He's a continent lead, okay? He's pretty much involved in his management, diverting a fortune, building themselves an yeah. Did you see what a company looks like? Okay, to be honest with you, CIG office right now looks like a finished Star Citizen. I wouldn't even play the game if I just worked on the 9th floor, which is Orison. Just feel like I'm in a game and the game is pretty. I think he just wants to make a movie by this point. He needed to make a movie, he couldn't get the funding, so he made a game to fund the movie. And the game is the movie. Yeah, he did have to move from the USA to Manchester, yeah. But I think, I don't know if he enjoys the job, because I remember a few years ago when Jared talked, kind of like everybody was happy and he could feel like the love. And now I feel like he doesn't feel the love anymore. He gets criticized a lot. So he might be getting stressed out. But the thing is, I think it is not fair that Chris is not involved in communications. Everybody says, yeah, Chris, you know, he shouldn't talk because he always goes and gives release dates. But I think he should start taking the blame, because we're always blaming the face, and the face is a devs only. We don't know what Chris is doing. We don't know what he's up to. I remember when Chris was like in direct communication with all of us about small stuff. But that time, you know, that era is long gone.
Shields offline.
Yeah, so if you think about it, Nix is coming bare bones, and last year they always say that it's all in engine, it's not pre-rendered. So if it's all in engine, that means last year's Nix is what we're getting now. So what have they been up to? And if they can't make a few planets, yeah, they can't make a few planets in 1 year. What makes you think he can just finish Squadron? And the crash, man, that worries me a lot. Yeah, I'm like, maybe he just wanted to make a movie and then he just scammed his way. And now, since he can't make a real movie, he wants to make a movie game. But that office, yeah, I agree that it's better for people to work in a beautiful office, but that's when you've published the game. You know, release Squadron 42 have it be a success, and then you can build whatever office you want. You can even build like a space station in real space. I don't think Genesis is in engine, because all you gotta do is go back to 2021 CitizenCon and see Bloom, the landing, you know, the origin ship. I forgot what its name is. The landing, you know, the grass, and it looks very similar to what we have now, but there's life missing on that planet. You land on one of those outposts, and the assets are just low quality, just so low quality, and you don't see that the fog atmosphere right, and it doesn't feel like it's a living place. So I do not think Genesis is gonna look like that. I mean, obviously he can make it look like that on their computer, but different people play Star Citizen with different computers. I hope, of course we all hope, we want Genesis to look like that. We're not trying to, haha, I told you, you suck. We want it to look like that. It's not like when we make like critical videos of Star Citizen, it's not like, haha, I told you, I hope you fail, die, go burning hell. It's not like that. It's just frustration, because I want Genesis to look like that. That would make the game so immersive. But I just also look at the history of what they do and their reputation. Reputation precedes everything. You can show beautiful grass. It doesn't matter how good the grass looks. The first thing people do is get excited for a moment, and then just your reputation just pops out in everyone's mind. You don't deliver what you promised, so yeah, look too good to be true. Yeah, The Office, Profane Pagan. The Office was like, yeah, it's beautiful, but why not just release Quadrant 42 and then just make a beautiful office? But he's making everything he wants first before delivering. That kind of sucks. Yeah, Hello Games is a good example. I'm not a big fan of No Man's Sky. It's a wonderful, amazing game. It's just not my style. It's too colorful. But yeah, these are... Chris is just always like he's driving in reverse. Things that should be coming later. You know, Star Citizen's office, you know, CIG's office looks better than Bethesda's office. And Bethesda, you know, aside from all the shitty things they've done, they've published so many games. No, I don't think... I'm not... I work with Unreal Engine. My job is Unreal Engine, but I do virtual production. I don't do game design. But I don't think you can switch. You cannot switch, because it just takes a few years to transfer assets and everything, and people are here. People's patience is gone. People don't have patience anymore. We can't wait for transitions anymore. We can't wait for server matching, dynamic. They said, man, they say dynamic server matching is coming very, very fast after static, and it's been a year and nobody talks about anything. I mean, even if they could switch engines, but if they mentioned we want to switch engines, people would just get triggered. Like, it would send a signal that they don't know what they're doing. So what we need right now is show of confidence, because switching things shows that you made mistakes. Nobody switches things when something is not wrong, and all of us believe that there's a lot of problems with the game, but he hasn't said it publicly. So if he mentions switching things, that would just make it official that there's problems in development, and that would suck, really. That would really suck. It would be really bad. He can't switch anything anymore. He can't abandon the old tack, and he can't I mean, the best he can do right now is just pretend everything is on track. I'm just worried about Star Citizen. Yeah. You know, the thing is, I think they're not stupid, and they can feel the vibe that people's patience is at a all-time low. So I think they wouldn't just start saying controversial things that hint at problems. They're trying to show that everything is okay. Even when the game is broken, they go on live and say, player count has been up 45%. How do we know that? And who cares, man? I mean, I was a little rude towards that guy Elliot, but honestly, Siege of Orison is the least of my problems right now. Where's the Valakar on Daymar? The real thing, not those weird moving worms. Yeah, the Unreal Engine. That's what I work with. That's mainly my job. It's called LED screen. So what we do is we render a scene in Unreal Engine, and we just project it onto the LED. So my job is creating 3D environments and also optimizing environments to play well, because we all need high FPS even when we're shooting advertisements. So yeah, basically what I do is just working with Unreal Engine all day, but I don't do gaming. Nothing gaming really. I don't even know how to I wouldn't even know how to start making a game. But Unreal Engine is, yeah, I love Unreal Engine. You can make whatever you want with it. It's not a gaming engine anymore. You can basically create anything you want with it. So in my company, we just get advertisement, and people want to have customized like 3D scenes for their product, and we do just that. There's an elevator here. The best thing which happened is Star Citizen is the investment of the turbulent founders. Yeah, Benoit, right? Yeah, Benoit. I don't know much about Benoit. I just listened to him, and I can't make my mind about that guy. But I think, because the problem with Chris is that oh, I thought it was a guy here, man. Come on, man. You want to scare me? The problem with Chris is that he's been labeled already. When we look at Chris, you know, the human brain, when you think of someone, do you get more negative feelings or do you get more positive feelings? For Jared, for example, every time we look at that face, you know, our brains just subconsciously just get good vibes. But when it comes to Chris, we just get suspicious, and it's not even a choice. Our brains are just used to the patterns. So whenever we see Chris or we hear his name, anything Chris related, our brains just switch to suspicion, not reliable, unreliable. So that's the thing. Benoit, for me, I cannot say I get good vibes from him, but I definitely have a neutral feeling about him. So when he's talking, I listen. When Chris is talking, I'm just listening because I want to make videos. When Benoit is talking, I listen because I want to know what he's got to say. When Tyler is speaking, I just am writing down content for videos. Yeah, so probably. What the hell happened? Didn't even hear about it. Are you my cargo? Are you the ones I'm supposed to pick up? Yeah, but sometimes the game looks good. It's just there's no life here. I think it would be, as much as I hate Starfield. Starfield, right? Bethesda. As much as I hate Starfield, their cities feel alive. Somehow their cities feel like lived in. Yeah, Benoit is a web developer. He just tells Chris what Chris wants to hear. But yeah, what I said about, I stand by what I said about Chris. Every time I hear his name or look at his face, I just get bad vibes due to the patterns and everything. This is Golden Riviera, yes. I guess it is. Golden Riviera is on Bloom, right? This is not Bloom. Is this Bloom? No, this is not Bloom. I guess it's not. Yeah, this is my cargo. And yes, I had to park it like this. Of course I had to. Yeah, the other thing that makes me feel kind of suspicious is that I don't feel comfortable with the fact that his whole family is working at the company. His brother, I don't know, man. It's just something about. I really hope I'm wrong. I just don't want to be unfair, but I just when I hear about Aaron Roberts, I just by he came to China, I think a couple of months ago. I just don't feel like that honesty. I don't know. His wife, I don't know. The wife, I got no negative. I just it would be better if she wasn't working there, but the wife, I'm okay with her. It's just it's just like the Roberts brothers. Just sounds like a scammy duo. Okay, so this is my cargo, and I gotta deliver 5. That's 4. I think some cargo is missing. There's a guy hiding in a corner of the commodity shop. Where is the commodity shop? You mean bad guy? Okay, best thing I do is just walk backwards slowly. Unless the guy's already inside my ship. See, but check the comments. That's your cargo. Have you not adjusted your UI aspect modifier, or do you prefer to? You mean Star Citizen? UI aspect modifier? I don't know what that means. Do you mean like to adjust it to my ultra wide screen? If that's what you mean, I don't even know how to do that. Honestly. This is 4, this is 2, this is 1. 6, this is just 7. What's like living in China? Well, to be completely honest, I love living here, but that's because I've been here for almost 20 years now. I came here when I was just very young, 18. At that time, I loved it. I loved everything about China because I don't know. I just liked everything. As I got older and I started to see through a lot of bullshit, I started to just, how to say, retrieve myself, get more reserved. And I don't go out much. I mean, not that you can't go out much. It's just, as long as you are not politically active, China it's always going to be really good to you because the safety. I know, yeah, there's a censorship, but for me, I'm someone who's always trying to escape. So by having my studio, being able to play games, and I don't just interact with people that much. I haven't done so in the past maybe 5 years, but before I'd be outside all the time. But I love living in here. A lot of bad things, but a lot of good things either. Also, because safety, cost of living, and respect. I get a lot of respect. I'm a Epic Games authorized Unreal Engine instructor. Not bragging, just telling you what I do. So I don't work for Epic, but I'm an authorized instructor, and people kind of respect that here because virtual production, Unreal Engine is booming right now. So yeah, living in China has been pretty good. I love it so far. I'm not married. I'm 30, almost 38. But I don't know if I've had chance, I've had chances to move to Japan. It's just starting again sucks, man. When you're in your mid 30s, a lot of chances. I had to give up on a lot of chances because I don't want to start again and have to make friends again and all that kind of jazz. So sometimes I just go and give speeches at universities about Unreal Engine, and I got a chance to work in Japan, also UK, but I just don't want to start again. I don't like to change my routine. I think I've become a grumpy middle-aged dude. Okay, so you think the guy is not dangerous, just waiting for more commodity. He's probably afraid of me. Okay, so Alex, you say there's a slider in the graphics settings. Do you mean like the field of view or just the UI here? If it's the UI, if the field of view, I wouldn't want to change it, but it's just the UI here. I'd love to change that. So, yeah. Did you learn Chinese, Rob? Yes, I learned. I think it was really meant to be because I was always stupid as a kid, and I tried learning new languages and I didn't do well. But after moving to China, after just 1 year, I was not fluent, but it was so easy for me to communicate with people. And I got really good at Chinese really fast. First 4 years I studied a lot, made most of my friends, and I became really good at Chinese. And today I don't study anymore, but I just know everything. And of course nobody knows everything, but I don't have much of an accent when I talk. So yeah, I just feel like this is one of the things that keep me here, Moving to a new country, you have to become a baby again. And that's fun when you're young, but when you're kind of get grumpy and you don't want changes anymore. I don't even travel anymore. Before COVID, I'd go to Japan almost every month. Now it's just been 2 years since I went anywhere. Don't want to deliver this. I want to go pick up this cargo. Okay. Obstructed. Okay. We gotta go there. Not the field of view, is just for the UI. Okay, I'm going to change that. Let me just go to the OM here. Okay, so you say it is not in graphics, right? It's it must be game settings, right? Must be a slider, so it's in graphics. Okay. 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 Let's see what happened. Damn. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Been playing forever, and sometimes I find that I play a lot of Star Citizen. I mean, I was away playing other games for the past 2 months. I was playing Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding, and Assassin's Creed. But it's amazing how I've played this game so much, and sometimes just completely ignore a bunch of basic stuff for a long time, and time flies, and you just realize you don't know a lot of basic stuff, and you might know a lot of advanced stuff, but a lot of basic stuff you just miss.
Quantum drive is now up.
Today is a good day because 600 is going to be nighttime. I don't want to go to a nighttime place. First time in all these years that I ever knew that I could set the UI correctly. Now I got more space. So yeah. Living in China, amazing depending on your personality. I've had lots of friends who just didn't want to stay here after just a year, couldn't adapt. I think because I came here at 18, everything was very adaptable. Whatever was thrown at me, I just absorbed it. Fuck, it's nighttime. I just absorbed it, and I wouldn't be able to absorb those things. That's why I think age really matters, because I'd never be able to absorb all the things and have all those things thrown at me at this age if I just moved to China today. Yeah. Yeah, I went to Korea for 3 years because I was working. I was 27 when I moved to Korea, and somehow I could not adapt. Didn't learn Korean to the same level I did with Chinese, and I think it's just the age, that sweet spot when you go to a new country and you're willing to do anything. You're willing to meet anybody and make friends with anybody. Today I don't make friends with anybody. If I meet people, I don't even want to add their contact unless I feel like there's a need for it. And I can feel like we use WeChat in China. We don't use Facebook. My WeChat, I got probably 2,000 people, and I think 1,800 people were added in my first 5 years in China. And that shows that in the last few years I have added just very few people. Yeah. And I don't regret coming here. Except for the fact that I need to use VPN to be talking to you right now. And streaming, and I gotta pay for VPN, because without VPN I can't even open YouTube, and I can't play Star Citizen. What is wrong with this lighting? Okay, now it's better. I mean, not better, but... Oops. Oops, it's right here. It's fine. T for lights. Is it T? It's L. Okay. That's why I don't like coming in at night, because I can't see anything, and I know that this outpost is kind of big and hard to land on. Okay, where shall we land today? I remember there's a place to land here. Okay, there's a place right here. Hopefully there's an elevator. This place is wonderful. But these rocks don't look natural at all. There's a, what is this? That's a bomber, right? Retaliator. What are you even doing here, bro? This is a nice community of civilized people, peaceful people. My landing gear on? Okay. Okay, I've landed. Yeah, and also there's one very important detail. I got 2 cats, and I'm very attached to my cats. So before COVID, I didn't care about my cats. They were just animals to me. I just had them. They were just pets to me. When COVID happened, a lot of problems happened. Like a lot of times they would just murder animals in China because before we all knew that COVID could not be spread through animals, a lot of animals died. So I started to get very frustrated. I don't know, I'm not a father, but you know, when you got pets, you feel responsible for their protection. So, and sometimes when it comes to government stuff, sometimes you don't have the ability to protect your own. They can just come and take away your pets with the excuse of preventing COVID is more important than ever in personal stuff. So I had some neighbors lose their pets because the government thought their pets were infected and just buried them alive or burned them alive. So I started to get very depressed about my pets, not being able to protect them if anything happened. And that kind of drove me crazy about my pets, and that's when I developed a very deep bond with my pets. And then we became best friends. And now I just try to make my pets' lives much happier. So I don't go far away too much. I don't travel too much, and the main reason is just I don't want to leave my pets alone. I just want them to have me by their side. And that doesn't bother me at all. A lot of people think, well, you sacrifice too much, but well, sometimes you get the responsibilities you get. Sometimes you just, life throws stuff at you. And I don't mind not going anywhere ever again as long as I can have my pets with me. YouTube says excellent connection, but I can feel a little choppy. Is it choppy right there? Because my game is playing flawlessly, but I can see my YouTube studio. Oh man, it's so far away. Okay, come on, boxes, one by one. Even go, okay. Yeah, the thing with cats is animals, pets is that, you know, as men, I don't know if women too, but as men, we always feel like we're responsible for the lives of the ones we love, you know. And if we fail to protect them due to our own fault, we kind of feel like a failure. But if we just can't protect them because of, you know, higher powers at B, like, what are you gonna do when the government comes to take your pet? I cannot, honestly, at the heat of the moment, I just murder anybody who try to touch my cats, but then my life would just completely be over because I'm not in my own country, and you just feel like hopeless. So and during COVID, I was like, damn man, my pets, they need me to protect them. They don't know, they can't feel all the danger lurking around, and I'm not, and I might not be able to protect them. And that made me like really, really depressed and like anxious about everything. But then luckily COVID is over. Now I just enjoy being with them. Damn, my pies is gonna blow up. Oh, looks okay? Yeah. So I hopefully it's just a preview on YouTube. My pies is not really liking all these boxes. You don't like the friction, huh, buddy? Yeah. If you don't like being here, just tell Chris to put a freaking med bat on my ship so I don't have to have you here. Simple. Yeah, COVID sucked, man. Because it all started here, so it sucked really bad because nobody knew what was going on and we didn't have like reliable information from the government. Nobody knew what the hell was going on. And here because, you know, the slightly inferior human rights, so a lot of times we just got locked up. I remember the longest I got locked up for was almost 2 months without being able to go out and buy stuff. Just stuck at home. But looking back at it, it's not that it's not that bad. I mean, happy it's over, but I don't know. I think it was some novelty. Of course, is obstructed. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just happy this time next month I'll be playing in Nyx. Oh, I don't have enough fuel. So why does it say I need to deliver something 52 things away? This is Pyro 5. Oh, of course I don't have fuel. So what station is close to me? How did I... Oh yeah, my groceries. They just delivered them to me. That's why I say sometimes China is weird and sometimes it's just surprising. They just come at 6 a.m. every day to deliver a lot of vegetables and meat for free every single day. You just couldn't go out. You just couldn't go out. Then they need to change the star map. So where am I? Where am I? Press 2. Okay. Gaslight. Okay. Okay, I can go to Gaslight. Should have refilled right there on that spot, in that spot. Man, I've been playing for 2 hours and I haven't found a single soul, man. Did you just realize that just that guy you told me was hiding? But nobody's playing in Pyro. What is going on? Haven't found a single soul. It's crazy. Where's everybody? See a lot of people in chat, but
is now off.
Pyro's empty. Feels like I'm playing on an empty server.
Shields online.
And my hangar has to be that far, right? When I was earlier, people were doing some cargo hauling at Dupree and running Onyx facilities. Yeah, there must be somewhere. It's just the space too big. Yeah, people just went back to Sten because Pyro is not novelty anymore. Oh, you found the orbital laser battery. Why do you think people brought that along? For what reason? Is there because I haven't done that mission yet? Is there a specific reason why people want to have that battery? Does it do anything? Okay, I'm sorry. Ooh, with all that cargo. So what's the I know the battery goes into a facility to shoot some laser, but outside of that mission loop, does it have any usage or?
Button fuel. Is that button? Shields offline.
Oh yes, they probably had it in their ship and they just wanted to get rid of it.
Drive is now off.
They such a rare thing, like that battery should, should be able to sell it for big bucks. I don't know. Long distances. Yeah, Star Citizen is an org game. You can have fun the whole day if you're playing with friends or an org. So Nyx should be coming next week, right? Because if they plan on releasing next month, they have to have a PTU. I don't think they dare to just release it and have it be a mess. So I think the next couple of weeks in the PTU, everybody will be going to Nyx.
Quantum fuel is
The Asgard has seemingly very small engines. I've had this Tobii eye tracker for many years now, still working like a charm. Just such a good piece of hardware. Deliver blah 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 to Rat's Nest. Rat's Nest, isn't it supposed to be on a planet? Oh, Lagrange point of Pyro 5. Anyways, we'll know. I didn't upgrade anything. I don't spend money. Yeah, I should. You know, the thing, what happened was that I've so far spent $1,000 in the game. I haven't spent any money for a long time, but in the beginning I spent $1,000, so I always melt my ships. And I've always loved the Eclipse. The Eclipse, because I'm not a PvP guy, I'm more of a coward. I like to just blow people up silently. And I love the Eclipse, but with the missile changes now, it's 300,000 for one missile. So the Eclipse is completely useless. Only if you have like big org battles, which we don't have and probably won't have for many years still. So I love the Eclipse so much. I've always loved the cockpit. Flying the Eclipse. Always had so much fun. But then they changed the missiles. Now nobody can fly that solo or bounty. Nobody can do bounties with the Eclipse anymore. Bounties with the Eclipse is just not a thing anymore. And I was very disappointed by that. Because they just turned the ship into an org ship. You cannot do bounties with an Eclipse anymore. And I really don't like that.
shields online.
Why did they call it Lagrange point of Pyro 5? Just call it what it is. Whatever this thing is. It's weird. It doesn't look like a station. What is this place? Does it even have... Oh, it is a station. Okay. It's funny how the assets look all identical. I think it would help the game a lot if they have different assets for stuff. I don't understand how difficult it is to make assets, because I make assets in Unreal Engine all the time, and it is not that difficult to make assets. I don't know why they keep recycling assets that much. You saw in Nyx, that space station, not Levski, another space station, looks just, they just use the Pyro space station assets to make it. I don't understand why. Just make new ones, bro. You got the people, you got the money.
Landing complete.
Alright. And I'm just about to complete my Death Stranding mission in space. And my pice is all crazy back there. Chimera Quantum Drive at Orison. Okay, noted. I'll do that. So the thing is, I just got the Asgard recently. I melted my Eclipse because I was so frustrated with the missile changes. I will never be able to. Come on, Gate. You gotta close, man. I'll never be able to play with the Eclipse again, solo. That's when I melted it and I got the Asgard. But then again, I got the Paladin too, with store credits. So I just hope that it can come to. Let me be careful here. Do I have to deliver? Okay, just deliver everything. Yeah, the Paladin, I don't know. I'm not sure I will love the Paladin because it doesn't have cargo space. But yeah, I really liked, for solo playing, I liked the Zeus. But because, you know, actually, before getting the Asgard, I always loved the Valkyrie. But I love the aesthetics, but the Valkyrie has always been... What am I doing, man? Why is there so much cargo in here? That is very strange, man. Okay, I just deliver my shit. Yeah, I'd always been in love with the Eclipse. Just loved that ship. But then they just did that. And now you can play solo with the Eclipse. It's just an org ship. Nobody's gonna do bounties with the Eclipse. You can do bounties that pay $1 million with the Eclipse, but that is if you hit the target. By digital twins, what do you mean by digital twins? Okay, you mean like office and cities, and yes, we do that. We scan with the DJI drone. We scan the area. We've done that with a couple. We do that for government, and we also do that for private. For private is usually office. They want to 3D model their office, so they just have to send us the blueprints, and we do that. Yes. And for government is usually about areas, districts. They want the whole district mapped out. We also do that, but that takes way longer. But we use drones to map the place. And then we build digital twins. Yes. It's very popular in China now. Everybody's building digital twins of everything. Every time you go to a new place, there's always digital twins of everything you see. So yes, but if you want to build digital twins, you wouldn't do that in Unreal Engine specifically, because Unreal Engine is not a 3D modeling software. It has 3D modeling tools, but it's not a 3D modeling software. You'd build it somewhere else and then import it to Unreal Engine. What is missing here, man? Come on. But yeah. I'll probably fail all these missions today, but it doesn't matter. I just had fun playing. Yippee. Hopefully I wake up tomorrow to the news that Nyx is on the PTU. Evocati. At least Evocati. So yes, digital twins, not the scanning is made with a drone, and then it's more likely that people will build it in Blender or Maya and then import it to Unreal for the atmospheric effects and everything else. And if they want to make movies or shoot advertisement with digital twins, they will just do it in Unreal. Let me drink water. Wow. That was a nice head over heels. And that's about it, guys. I think I'll just take a break. I'll just take a break and be back tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, save the earth. I mean, you don't have to save the earth because it's not the earth. Yeah, guys, so thank you guys. I'll just log off and play with my cats and maybe order some McDonald's. It was really nice chatting with you guys. I had a lot of fun. It's just my second live stream. Hopefully I will be doing a lot more, and I'm really honored that somebody would watch it because there are many more interesting Star Citizen YouTubers out there. But yeah, I appreciate everyone's support, and let's play together sometime. You can see my name tag is called DirtyK in honor of 30Ks, and just add me, and we hopefully can play together.